Okay, we're heading to Hawk's Cry Cliff to start today. From these heathered highlands, one might catch a glimpse of Rosalith Castle, and everything else in between. Like these rivers and things, perhaps. Alright, let's take a look. Southern Rosaria.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
Okay. Don't get yourself killed.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
Have we learned how she got Shiva?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Ironhome is just off the shore behind the castle. And presumably that is where Jill picked up Shiva, because surely she was not born as a dominus.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Okay, I'm thinking that tower must be part of another fallen ruin. Can we see Martha's Rest from here? Just gotta remember how to play. We can. We are in the same map. It extends much further south than I thought it would. Oh, and look, these have unlocked now. Alright, well, let's go hunt down these marks first. I need to go to Eastpool, into the Broken Hills, into that path and see if we can find a mark. And then we need to head to... I don't remember what it was. Clare something? Clarefield? Either way, that is my first priority right there. They were all locked at the start of the stream, but they're unlocked now, so let's just get this done. It'd be lovely though if the mark was right here. And of course it's not. Indeed, all I'm doing is spamming the same 3 attacks. Strike, magic, trying to get magic burst, and lunge. Alright, are you actually a mark? You are. Oops. Wasn't paying attention. Level 30. Okay, that may be an issue. Emphasis on may. Alright, I'll limit you in a sec. Damn. Let's do that. Go on and gouge. Limit him as he's coming out of this. Okay, that actually hurts. Let's fire some skills. Done that one first, but it's fine. Yeah, pretty much blown everything there. Yeah, that works very well on multiple targets, but against singles it takes forever to charge. Or forever to lock on, I should say. Alright, almost down. Down. That was a waste. Oops. Oh, did I iframe through that? If I did, that's actually very important. I used Thunderstorm and I think I might have iframed through it. Okay, that was not a good stagger, but it's fine. Got some healing out of it. Oh, thought I dodged that. Okay, better heal that. I haven't been using potions terribly much, but I think I will use it here. Right, here we go. Alright, you're not surviving this.
Don't stop.
Very nice. Damn, 10,000 gil. I mean, that's with a bonus, but still. We're up to 85 renown, which I think is a reward. I think 85 is a reward, but I'd like to go back when it's 100 because that was the bottom reward. Torgor, you're a very good boy. You deserve a pat. Alright, let us go and have a look at, I think it was Clearfield? Clearview. I was close. Alright, I've got no idea where to find it. I'll travel to Northreach and then head southwest. I always get my east and west wrong, I'm afraid. And we'll take a look and see if we can find another mark. Now, I believe this one is C rank, so hopefully it's a bit easier to take out than the one that I just killed.
Look at this place.
So I did have to burn a potion for that, which I'm not happy about. And I think we can find potions in missions easily enough by running over these twinklies. But that's not going to be the case when we're... No, never mind. I'm full of shit. I'll shut up. You look big and chunky. Excellent. $10. So that won't get us to 100.
That's what I think it is. This isn't going to be easy.
We'll be fine. Trying to use s'mores. There we go. So I haven't used that yet. Alright, down you go. Eventually. Maybe. Perhaps. There we go. Alright, cyclone time. Gouging time. Semi-prime time because I'm dying. Alright, let's see some thunder. Could have been better. Could have been a lot worse. How did I dodge that? I might not have. I might have had my butterflies absorb it. Just looking for any skills that are off cooldown. I don't have any. Oops. Wasn't looking at the screen. Dodge that, but okay. Don't have anything? I do. Could have also used my limit break there, but I didn't want to. 8,370 gil, very nice. And we level up. Clouded Eye.
Rest well. I know I will.
I haven't seen any Clouded Eyes before, and I don't know if that's actually useful at this time because I haven't seen any recipes which require it. Collecting 2 gil against the 8,000 gil that we just made in that battle. Come on, game. Yeah, I really do wonder if there's any point in coming out to these parts of the world. Oh, get up here. Not you. So at this time, I don't understand the purpose of taunt. I mean, I get what it does. It attracts enemies' attention towards yourself. But unless we're doing an escort mission or something, or if some of our companions suddenly develop a hit point bar, I don't see why we would need to use it. Maybe that's something that will reveal itself. Okay, that's actually a fair bit of gold there. That's something that will reveal itself on later missions, perhaps. Alright, I think I've screwed around here long enough. There's another path there, but that can wait for another time. Let's go back to... what was this place called? High something cliffs? Hawk's Cry Cliff. We'll go here and follow the red marker.
Get him! It's over.
Yeah, I question whether Gouge is really doing that much for me. If there's going to be a skill that I replace immediately on this, it's going to be Gouge. Well, even Wicked Wheel isn't that great. Oh, okay, it's nearby. I thought it was much further down.
Good girl. Yeah.
Alright, so... okay, never mind, we can get in combat in here. That wasn't what was happening at the end of yesterday's stream. Alright, let's get off here.
Straight home now.
Come on. Yeah, I think I'm ready to unlock a new ability on Garuda. Maybe that Gambit. I've definitely got enough points for it. Let's take a look. Rook's Gambit. So we need to wait for someone to attack and then counter. I'll put that on the R1, which is the melee. Counter Strike changes. So we've got Wicked Wheel, which I'm also sort of umming and ahhing about. What would these do? I haven't looked at these two. Flames of Rebirth. Massive pillar of fire that burns all enemies caught within flames. Oh, that might just be a more powerful version of this, of Scarlet Cyclone. But it costs a shit ton. Let me just fiddle around with this Gambit first to see if I like it. So, swap that out for Gambits. And you will do. Alright, so if I use it without... okay, it's a very close range ability. This guy doesn't know how to counter my magic attacks.
Slow.
Alright, let's test this out. Decent. I think I also read earlier that it charges quicker or it recovers quicker if you actually use it correctly. So, worth thinking about.
would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
Black Shield.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
I don't think we can murder these dudes because we're in a town.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
Welcome, stranger.
Ooh, that's new. We have something new. Wait. I think I've seen that back at the hideaway. I was very excited for a moment there. I can actually afford these things now. But I'm not going to purchase them. No.
Are you well?
Although that is cheap. 500's full limit break gauge.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered.
Oh, how terrible.
The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Can I help?
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions? 100? I heard it were 1,000.
I mean, they're kind of preoccupied at the moment, aren't they? With the Dalmatian advance. So now might actually be the perfect time.
There was a time my husband might have stood up to those men. Though back then, he wouldn't have needed to.
Also, once again, please pay no attention to the clothing that I'm wearing.
We're going hunting for outlaws. How'd you like that, boy? Two more left to join the garrison this very morn.
At this rate, there'll be none left to help with the harvest.
There can't be more than 50 people living in this village at the absolute most, so yes, that's a very astute observation.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know,
How'd you get it?
but we need to find out.
Gut feeling is no, because Martha's Rest is a fair distance away.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
He knows who we are.
I don't know who you are or
Yep.
what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing.
That means no.
We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Yeah, my thought is they realised we could fight back and they didn't want to hear any of it because if we did, or well, firstly it would have put them in a situation where they would potentially need to turn us in and that would end badly for them. Or secondly, if we hung out here, the Black Shields would turn up and yes, that would end badly for the Black Shields, but it would then end badly for them in about a week or two's time. So that's more or less why we were told to get out and not come back. This looks like a... no, it's not a dead end. I'm guessing that loops around.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Race? No. Yeah, full. Whatever.
Ever since the Apodatory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waiting there? The Mother Crystal's collapse?
An idea. I'm going to like it.
Wasn't paying attention to that. Not that. What am I doing? I will go down, there's more space. We have a bomb. What is that thing floating nearby? Hold on a sec, I guess. I recognize that at least. What is this thing? Is this a treasure chest? It is. Okay, we are Final Fantasy XIII now. Those floating orbs. Black shields, hello.
More of my mother's men.
And you're all going to die. I'm going to enjoy this, just quietly. Wrong button. Wrong icon, rather, I should say. If If you're attacking my dog, you have to die. This is how the world works. You right there, boy? That nasty man is now dead. Alright, let's follow the path around to the left again. More fallen.
It's over.
I feel like I've got enough crafting materials, so I won't turn around and look for more treasure chests. Turns out Ultimate Weapon is back there. Let me know in the comments. More shields! Oh, that was awful. That's self. Lock on first. There we go. Some of that. Detonate them. We're not going... No, we've got to go through here to get up that bridge. I think. Okay, we've got to go around here. Or do we? Okay, I thought we were going over there. Is there a way through? No, okay, that is separate. That's separate and it probably loops back around there. It would have been so much easier to come that way, but that's not the way the game wanted us to come, so... Whatever. Actually, I wasn't expecting that. Alright, I guess we're walking across this bridge.
Blood, Clive.
It could be red paint.
And still wet.
It could be wet red paint.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
How's your life insurance policy,
Why
buddy?
then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
That must be an old Phoenix thing.
Say that again.
An old Phoenix thing that has been bastardized. Alright, fine, we'll go for the healer. Right. Get over here. was trying to set up a gambit counter. Problem is, unless I actually wait and stop spamming, I'm not going to see the opportunity. Are these guys still healing? I thought I might have hit the guy coming in from the side, but apparently not.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Is this a trap?
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
How convenient. Yeah, I'm not sure what's the readings for that, whether that was us, taking him to the hideaway, someone else they're talking about, taking him to a village somewhere. No idea. I don't think there's any point thinking hard about it at this time. So, we've been on close to the other side of that bridge when we were scattering the ashes. It looked like there was a much larger bridge over here, above us. But it doesn't look like it is accessible territory. And yeah, look at that. We could have just wandered back out the way we came, down here, and everything would have been fine. Ah, game. It's okay.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Brutal. We're about to have another awakening.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it.
Is that our new priority, though?
We should go.
Are we going for the Mother Crystal first, or Hugo, or
Yes.
is it now our dear old mother?
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Right, that bridge is still very much closed, but I'll just take a look around here anyway for any treasure chests. And then I'll keep following the marker. It wouldn't be so bad if the sun was out. And this is so dreary and dreadful.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
That looks like an NPC, not a hostile. Well, there's lots of NPCs around here. Have you visited the town down there, sir? Are you aware that there's a whole bunch of people ready to greet you?
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
I'll take that as a yes. Although you might not have met the welcoming committee, you definitely saw... Well, you were definitely there because you saw the black shields. Yeah, that's got to be part of a fallen ruin, surely. Like a wing or something stuck straight down to the ground. The 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. I'm not sure, I mean it's 878 at the moment, but I'm not sure what the years mean, whether the year started at 0 when it was founded, or what. Obviously it's a lot older than 250 years.
A curfew, but then refuses passage back to our homes.
We won't survive another night.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed! Begone!
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
You'll find no succor to the South Travellers, nor beyond the Buick. The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
Why? Something about the crystal? Yeah, let's walk away from that horrible...
Fly, Ambrosia!
Damn it, hostiles. Let's walk away from that horrible scene with the refugees and get some cheerful music as we mount the chocobo, but now we need to murder these things. Dang it. I see, a thunderstorm can be used as a launch, perhaps. Jill? I was trying to exact blind justice on him. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm just making shit up. Yeah, look at that. It can sort of launch them, but I don't understand how at this time. Alright, heading into very much a fog of war. Kind of overkill for one plant, but whatever.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Okay, so I'm not convinced I can use Thunderstorm in the air. So I used the wheel to get myself airborne, then I used Thunderstorm, but it didn't execute until I was on the ground. There we go. Too early. Oh, come on.
Farewell.
Oh wow, they did kill him, okay. They're still locked on, presumably because I came out of, or made the kill and then immediately moved into Blind Justice. It's like I didn't acknowledge that the enemy was dead. So it wants us to go over through that gate, but I want to have a quick look at this town if I can go inside. Yeah, if this is what happened to the nobles, I guess the common people had no chance. Alright, never mind, we're not going inside there. And judging by the map, yes we will, never mind. We'll go in there at some point.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Refugees or Black Shields?
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, good enough for
Fuck off! And the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stalls! Cut you down where you stand!
Sounds like a good idea. Let's go, Clive.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Go around this town.
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble.
Oh, lovely.
The Lazarus.
Convenient and classist as fuck.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Black light burns. We are clearly going down that path that I just pointed to on the map.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
It was 5 minutes ago,
Maybe
Jill.
they found who they were looking for.
Now, of course, this place is going to be occupied by either monsters and or black shields. And or deadly flowers.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
They literally built themselves a private entrance to avoid the rabble. Fucking hell. Are we actually entering a dungeon, or is this still on the map?
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
I wonder you folks are going to learn that negotiating or whatever is much more beneficial than just, you know, dying. Or at least, you know, having a chat to us about our needs and wants and whatnot. I just knock him, doing my best to knock him over that fence. Jesus. Right. You're not surviving that. No, if I can target you, you're not surviving that. There you go. All they had to do was just talk to us politely.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh?
See?
Me, my lord.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
Whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
Was he one of the two that was with us? I don't remember.
It is. So wait.
I think it was. I think it was him and Tyler, wasn't it? Yep. Chosen to accompany Clive on his expedition to Stillwind.
We can speak inside.
Also, forgive me, Sir Wade, I may have murdered 7 of your men. No, they're getting up. Never mind. We just knocked them out. We bested them, we didn't slay them.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool.
None taken.
And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown.
Wait, who's the new heir?
As to why,
The prince?
I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready.
They're either going for the refugees or the towns beyond.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
This is the equivalent of just declaring war and revealing ourselves, isn't it?
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
We've got a fairly good sword at our disposal, although I'd love some more defensive items.
We'll show them that the fire in our hearts is not so easily quenched.
In the flesh. Saw him once when I was your age. He had that same look in his eye.
I'm confused about the heir comments, though. She's not referring to Joshua because Joshua's off doing his own thing, and presumably is not under her control. Unless the attendant maybe is connected to the Duchess. And she can't be referring to me because, well, we're kind of estranged from her, I guess.
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage. I will be here should you need aught else.
You've got absolutely nothing for me, dude.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace.
Revenge.
Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Ooh. Throughout the main scenario, we've been doing the main scenario for about 15 to 20 hours so far, and you're only telling me this now? Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Is that the game's way of saying that Sir Wade is going to show up at the hideaway at some point? Don't know, but it sounds like we need to take out these dudes.
The Phoenix go with you.
I mean, it's been with me for a very long time, dude, but whatever. It sounds like we need to take these dudes out of the bridge, then come back here, use the tunnel, and then we'll head into the town, and then maybe infiltrate a castle.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
And if we can get into the castle, then maybe we can have a chat to our mother. Refugees from the bridge.
I got me sideways.
Hmm.
Come along now. The bastards are looking at him.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Let me just cast Will of the Wisps. Nope, never mind.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
Absolutely. Also,
Die along with your flame!
the gate is open. Maybe that's where we're going next, through that gate.
Forest area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another
Where?
wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Alright. You are a good... Damn. You're a good target for Rook's Gambit. Let's get rid of you two first. Cast that again. Casually just tank a hit, and then... Great work, Clive. I think pretty much all of those missed.
The Imperials aren't taking
Gen P, how you doing? Yeah, I've been fiddling with it today. Don't know if any of it's good, but we'll see. I'm going to do that, just burn it. One down.
Fire and flame!
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Alright, let's do this. Another Dragoon. Trying to use my Cyclone, but it's not up. Going down. Not just yet. In a moment. There we go. Knights of the Lasting Dark. Black Shield related, clearly. Didn't quite get the timing right there, but it's fine. The rats get staggered again.
We need to finish this. We finish him.
That's another stagger. Well, pretty much got nothing available here. I'll just use my gambit again. Okay, he's double jumping, which no one can do in real life, and that's incredibly depressing. Alright, so we're not completely iframing through that thunderstorm. We can still get hit during it. Also, I did see enemies or ads spawn, but I didn't pay any attention to them. Dragon Talon and Imperial Link. I don't know if we've got those. Those look new.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements?
That's an excellent
Sound
idea.
strategy, my lord.
I thought you were going to say, oh, I'm not ready for this. I can't take my throne just yet. $115 renown. We need to get back to the hideaway.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall.
Which one's Lord Byron?
It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Which one is Lord Byron? Byron Rosfield, younger brother of the late Archduke Elwyn and Warden of Port Isolde. Ah, he's the Warden of Port Isolde. Yeah, okay. Clive's uncle. Okay, Clive's uncle may refuse us an audience because he's pretending to be loyal. Gen P, what is a hype train?
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Fourth seal.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Tyler didn't make it, and Rodney was incinerated.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Alright, are we going through a tunnel, or are we going to go through the front gate? Yeah, that's why I was asking Jempe, because I sort of know what it is, but it won't happen. But it's all good. Port Isolde. Once again, we're teleported inside. Like we did in Sambrek.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue!
Now close the door and we can talk in whispers.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
What the fuck's going on?
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Must be something from his youth. That blink.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
You didn't recognize him, really?
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
Keep it quiet.
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone,
and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For
That's one
better or
polite way of putting it.
worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived.
I wonder how much we've told him.
And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Is he actually loyal to us?
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
That's not how any of this works. I do wonder if he's going to tip someone off.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Did we tell Byron about us being Ifrit and Shiva?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice.
You saw no other choice?
Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
Fair enough.
And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused.
If you're under duress like that, though, you can't really blame yourself.
And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
There's a monster inside all of us, Jill. There's nothing we can do about it.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Oh, we're going back to the hideaway first. Okay. I got within touching distance of Rosalith, and now we're turning around and going back. And everywhere else is now locked out. We have to go back to the hideaway.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
We have new stuff, a new missive, new side quest, a new renown thing.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
They were keeping quiet.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Why weren't these things ticked?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Business is busy.
This is new. You were at the Hold Hideaway, but I don't recall seeing your name anywhere.
Still. Words are immortal.
They're also better when they're voice acted. Don't remember Yara. Jara? Yara? It's a guy's name, probably Jara. Alright, what have we got?
Your just desserts?
A Berserker ring, which is an accessory, which we're not going to use. Much of my clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavours than making any endeavours of their own. A busy courtesan. Oof. Particularly a nabbed sword left this on the nightstand. May it serve you better than it did him. Yeah, we're not going to use it.
All yours.
And we've unlocked a few new things now. Oh, we can't see what they are. Dang, okay. Realistically, I need to get to 300 before coming back, I guess.
There are new billets being posted every day, but not enough swords to see to them.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that in a sec.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
If it'll give me more crafting recipes, sure.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Alright, so we need to immediately go over to the blacksmith. Got it.
How did we... never hear about these guardians.
Let's see if we got some cool animations here.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
Animation.
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm.
And the south.
Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystal sacred.
I'm glad you explained that because I had no
They do
clue.
not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill wash tubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic.
Oh, okay, they worship
Indeed,
crystals.
the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime.
It's been in their control since
Nor are they like to
798.
again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill.
Fortunately, not the
I'd say
Archduke.
you'd be forgiven for wanting
Duchess,
a little
whatever.
revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Just thinking back to the open world environments where we just were. We saw the castles, but we didn't see the Mother Crystal behind them. And thinking of Sambrek, where... I mean... Crystal was right here, and we could see the two right next to each other. These are a little spread out, but I'm surprised we can't see that thing on the horizon. It's literally... Don't know if you saw it in the animation or not, but the Mother Crystal is literally casting its shadow on Rosalith there. So I imagine it should be visible from the sky, but or from the ground where we just were, but we don't see it. Alright, let's take a look at these side quests.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage.
I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
As long as we don't have to taste it, sure.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Flowers?
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
If the recipe book requires us to be able to solve a cryptic crossword to be able to understand it, it is not worth reading. Just saying. Where are we going? The Forge.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Why is this icon so different?
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
This is an opportunity, buddy.
We're going.
You gotta see it as an opportunity to improve.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him.
So I can show it to him again?
Happy to help,
Jesus.
that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Mentioning the competition, though, would it really be here at the Hideaway? Or would it have come from abroad?
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though.
He's hunting a mark.
Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
My giant brain ruins everything sometimes. Nothing new here.
And what can I do for you?
So I'm guessing the way that Blackthorn is right now, we're not going to get anything new until we've lifted him out of his funk. Yeah, I definitely saw that in whatever town it was. I don't remember what village it was, but one of them was there and they sold this.
Finished, are you?
I'd seen it before. Tomes, are we a expert analyst or whatever it is? I know we're not, but I just want to see how far we're up.
Did you come to borrow a book, Sid? Because you can't have this.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Oh, so close.
You wish to study the tomes?
No. I just wanted to see the bar go up. Ooh. Mithril is... Yeah, I've read Lord of the Rings. I know what Mithril is. Yeah. Oh, we've got something new in there. Okay. Just wondering what that was. That's the arcade mode and replays and stuff, but let me go in here and read this new missive.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad. Hold up the bloody dust.
Oh, we've got a few new things here. An apple a day. Lad from the yard ran up a basket of Martels just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they'd done a fine job. Was a time you'd catch none but Sid supping on these, what for their foul bites. But for him, it never were about the flavour, but about what they represented, our ability to make it on our own. And look at us now. Sid would be proud. Also, Wade, a flame none brighter. My Lord Marquess, I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at Lazarus. Hey, we didn't murder them at least. But certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed into Stillwind those many years ago, a true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and am proud to stand alongside you once again. Wade, we have them on our side apparently. I don't think that makes any gameplay difference, but it's good to know. Gav, all quiet in the Dominion. The Dalmex and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. Awkward. It's almost as if they both realised what a stinking pile of chocobo shit they've stepped in. If I were a man to lay wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I shall keep you apprised. So the armies are assembled, but they're not attacking one another. A somewhat stunted, somewhat sweet apple grown from the blighted earth thanks to the dedication and perseverance of one woman, Bartel. Though she was to lose her life from the wounds she sustained in Kufka's attack on the hideaway, her legacy lives on in the saplings she saved from the ruins. Whatever. Let's get out of here. So the armies are assembled, but they're not attacking, they're just staring at each other. It's good for us because maybe that'll give us an opportunity to go to whatever this place is called. And remember, it's not Rosalith, it's over to sea. Attack the Mother Crystal. Maybe Kufka will be there, we're not sure. Really? Okay, something new. Dozemare. While passing along the trail from Lostwing to Caer Norvins. Lostwing to Caer Norvins, okay. The elder griffin known as Dozemare. Appetite both for chocobos and for children. Lovely. Way ahead of you, Nectar. Alright, if we have the opportunity, we'll go after that one first.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
They were well hidden.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill. When you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him.
Sounds fun.
It's what I need to do to put the past behind me.
Can I help?
What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
I really, really, really want to know how you got Shiva. Because normally, forgive me if I'm getting this wrong, the dominance is born, as in you're born as a person, and you become the dominance from birth, like Phoenix passed down from the bloodline, for example. Which side quest was that? The Butcher. Yeah, we're heading to Lost Wing. The dominant is born and they gain the icon or the power of the icon. Unless Jill was born with that power, in which case it was concealed in the prologue, how did she get it? She went here and then maybe they artificially gave it to her somehow? But I guess, say, if Shiva's, I'll call it previous dominant, were to die, then how did that pass to Jill? I'm guessing that's something we may find out later on. Now, though, I need to go to Lostwing, figure out the path out of town which leads to Kea Norvins, and take out this rank B mark. God, this maze again.
Good day to you.
Everyone knows I'm Sid.
The crystals we get from the tailor all...
Not just the people at the Hideaway, not just the people near Rosaria, but people here as well. The land knows who I am. Level 13 enemies. Oh boy. No chance. Yeah, I'm assuming it's along here. Unless... Yeah, it mentioned Lostwing to... Ooh, that path. Haven't been down there. But that leads to Clearview. Yeah, I reckon it's along this path. It's gotta be. And that there was a dead end. It could be in that dead end or it could be further down. No, that's not you. Okay. Although you're gonna go down just as easily unless I screw up and make a mistake like that. Lock on, please. My cycle's incorrect. I'm actually going to kill him here. I staggered him a second time just like that. Wow. That must be a, I guess a level difference thing. Otherwise that makes no sense whatsoever. Alright, I'm sucking at the magic burst today. Did she cast stop on him or something? Because he stopped moving. Get over here. There's a third one there. I either missaw it or Torgal took it out. Must do everything around here. had him do an air combo there because he's dying too quickly. Alright, I'm running out of map. Doesn't look like it's down there, so I'm not going to go that way. Well, that might have been in on the right, but no, it's ruins of some sort.
Exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
I don't see it. We're definitely in the correct area. There you are. All right, have at thee. It's so cute. I never get to kill it. Kill, murder, whatever.
The work will have to wait. Ogle, look sharp.
Too early. An attempt was made. Not good, not good. I'll save the limit break for the stagger. Oops, wrong one. Getting this all wrong. Getting my triangle switches all wrong today. Camera. Camera's been reasonable this game, but that wasn't good. Oh, bad dodge. Horrible dodge. Alright, get out of here. Really? Alright, get out of here. I'm supposed to better pay some attention and just not mash. Noble dive. Can't see shit. No idea what he's doing. Alright, he's about to go down again. Can't see anything. Right, there we go. Got it. Yeah, I popped out of that and I still got hit, so that's really not the best choice for battles like this. I have to jump that. I think I lunged over it earlier, but clearly I have to jump it. Ah, we're fine. We will be fine. Well, that's not going to kill him, so I'm going to have to limit break. It's again terrible timing on that dodge. I actually got hit by that. Wow. That's horrible. And I'm meant to jump that, and I'm going to die unless I drink a potion. It's crazy. It's a terrible idea. Let's see if we can actually pull this off. Oh, come on. I hit the thing. I pushed the button. Buttons do things. There we go. Had to get it at least once. Down you go.
Enough.
I swear I dodged that other attack, really. Having to dip into the potion supply, and I don't like it. Ooh. But again, I've got no idea where we use it.
There's something
Right.
there, boy.
Is there another human there?
Could that be our man?
I see you're dying, sir. Also, do you have a piece of armor that we can purchase?
Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
We're tracking down a Karen. Or not.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you.
I'll probably get that wound looked at first, but that's just me.
Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Alright, we're not going back there immediately. Let's go over to the other side. Wrong button. And let's go have a chat to a butcher at Martha's Rest.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we? So...
Is this the guy that we helped out before? No, it was someone else.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods.
What can I do you for? Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that, and even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
We'll teleport there.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Call me judgmental, but that's... You look way too young to know that sort of thing. Okay, we won't teleport back there. We'll just walk.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Martha's
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Me? Never. Alright, let's do this.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Just burning all my skills. Alright, do that again. Pretty please. Too early. Way too early. Get him, boy. Or not. Come on. That was a dodge.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Sounds like a plan. We've got 2 side quests that we can return, so let's do it. Let's do that and then see if anything else pops up. Then maybe, just maybe, we'll go check out that crystal.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvelous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long. I present Chance's stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity.
You first.
Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
You first.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid.
He's lying. Don't taste it.
You're welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
There are some reasons recipes die out, and we're probably looking at one right there. Badge of Metal +1. Ooh, that's a fairly significant increase. But again, I want the buffs for my guild experience and AP. I'm wondering if this icon is different because this is a significant side quest. Like it'll unlock things or it'll give us our abilities back. I don't know.
Even find the geezer.
It'll give us our vendor back.
Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
I'm actually trying to circle out of this so we can't hand it over, but it's not letting me.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself.
Yeah, but if it helps you.
Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
Gives you new recipes.
Back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. It wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
More importantly, I think we've got our vendor back. 155. Yeah, that's definitely one more. Ooh. 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 We have something new. So dramatic. Design draft of the Drakeslayer's Bells. Design drafts unlock new crafting options at the Black Hammer. Visit Blackthorn in the... Yeah, whatever. I know how this game works.
Back, are ya? Not saying Fordian, do you?
Can't craft anything new in the way of swords. We have nothing new in the way of van braces or braces, whatever they are. Yeah, they're van braces. Don't know why I don't know that by now. Oh, okay. They're both here. And they're both significantly better than what we're currently using, but we need Electrum. Whatever the hell that is. I assume that icon there means it's a mark. But we've only got one Scarletite, and that means we can only be able to craft one of them. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, we can't reinforce them, but we can definitely craft them.
Anything else?
Let me take a look at the... I don't remember what it's called, the mark board. The thing that Nectar is hovering next to. Just see if there's any new marks, and if not, we will follow the red brick road.
You today, Clive?
Do you have any very rare crafting materials? Oh, an orchestration. And an empty shard. What is an empty shard?
You earned this.
205.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Just curious to know what an empty shard is, like lore-wise. Nondescript fragment of a crystal long... Yeah, whatever. Oh no, it's valuable, can be traded for gills, so it serves no purpose. We can just sell it. Right, I don't think there's anything left to do here, other than maybe check out this orchestration.
Well.
This is terrifying. It says purchased from a vendor, acquired from the Patron's Whisper, and then it says found in a treasure coffer. These are going to be in weird places, random places in the open world, aren't they? The Sound of Silence. Pretty sure that's copyrighted. We earned it, so let's listen to it. Is that the... It's a Marinate Yard Chocobo. Ugh. I don't want to read that. Chocobos are our friends. Sometimes. Apart from the ones we murder. Alright, let us go and head to the western side of the continent. Whereupon we need to grab a boat from here. And heading to Drake's Breath. Drustanos. Don't know if that's how that's pronounced. Jutting forth from the fiery maw of sacred Mount Drustanos, the Mother Crystal is the pillar upon which the faith of a cloistered nation rests. Yeah, I'm just going to have a very quick look at this, if that's okay. I just want to see if I can see this crystal at all. I don't think I can. And yet, during that animation, you can clearly see Rosalith was in the crystal's shadow. Okay, I guess in the game's defense, it is very foggy on the horizon, so maybe we can't see it. But I assume that is Rosalith there. And the crystal is not that far out to sea. Alright, let's do this.
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
Ah.
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas.
We're being concealed.
To keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
I do question whether anyone would see like a
There she is.
like a massive mist
Iron
ball
Kingdom's mother crystal.
heading for the shore or whatever, if that would put them on alert. It's not that large.
Drake's breath.
Or it doesn't look that large anyway. But looks can be deceiving, as we all know.
Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
Once again, we brought the doggo.
That safety breeds complacency. Allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go.
Why are we bringing along the doggo if there's an ether flood in effect?
I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
80 years.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut.
Okay, so height-wise, I think it's similar, but it's much smaller as far as its general girth is. I think it's much smaller. Kashik.
The ether flood must have spread. It was never as bad as it could have. And the only way past them is through.
Do something. I was watching out for that range attack, but nothing came through. Yeah, I really want to get another Rook's Gambit away, but I'm just finding it difficult to line them up. So I have to consciously wait for it. Which is probably okay in mid-boss battles and boss battles, but not against regular mooks.
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
If you say so. Alright, let's see if we can pull off a gambit. Not you. Go after the Litleys first. Alright. Oh, I pushed R1. I really did. I was way too late. Yeah, let's just practice a bit. I've got to wait for this to recharge now. Dang. Oh, I got that. There we go. Okay, we can use Southern Midair. I think that was the thing. I thought we teleported back to the ground. Alright, come here, you. Don't stagger him, please. Not yet. Boom. Do something? It's on cooldown. Never mind. Everything went wrong there. But look at this, he's almost staggered again. Boom. I've got nothing off cooldown, so I can't kill him here.
The old arboretum is just up there. We'll enter the caves from there.
Yeah, the Gambit's a tricky one, because I think it is a little bit more useful than Gouge in general, but it's more situational. It's much harder to pull off. It's an accessory, so I pretty much don't care unless I get more accessory slots.
Look at this place. What a mess.
It used to be trees here.
Wait.
Yeah, that thing is very much alive.
It's turned.
Nothing a shield of Rosaria can't handle.
This was our first kill, Clive. Our first major kill anyway.
Just like old times.
Indeed.
Be sure to keep clear of his way.
Believe me, I mean to. That's foul.
Don't breathe it in.
It's nothing a fire dominant can't handle, I guess. Wrong button. Let's do that one. Are we in danger here? Not sure. I'll take that as a no. Just looking for anything that's not on cooldown. Acid rain. Okay, it's actually doing a few lunges. Standing in front of it like this is probably not the best idea.
I still can't believe they can jump. Let me take cover.
I was actually hoping I wouldn't get staggered just yet. So, yeah, unless I want to limit again, which I don't. I've got nothing to use on him. I'm probably safe. Well, I'm definitely safe here, but I'm probably safe a bit closer, but I'll just range him down for a bit. Damn it. Alright, let's just go for it. Still fairly easy. The Griffin felt like more of a threat, honestly.
Press on.
Yes.
I mean, it was the fact that it was a round room that gave away that this was a battle rather than, you know, the massive green shit in the middle. Heat.
It's like a furnace in here.
We're inside the volcano. You get used to the heat, though I don't remember it being quite this hot.
We should both be fine. I mean, Jill is cold, but she can protect herself with said cold. And Clive is afraid, so we should both be fine here.
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
Oops. Huge mistake. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so does Blind Justice cause a launch? Or Blind Justice followed by Chain Justice? Does that launch him?
Time to fight.
Oh, that's going to be useful to test against Dragonets. Yeah, I reckon that might be acting as a launcher. You see the one from behind. Get over here. Hello? Shoot. I was actually going for that rather than parry, but it's fine. Damn, that was quick. Okay. Wasn't expecting him to stagger. Let's get some health back. And again. Yeah, this place got no chance. Oops. Alright, get out of here. Is this where we're supposed to be going? No, not that. No, okay, this is optional. Alright. What have we up here? Bunch of scorpions. And a dragon nugget too. Might as well. Might as well have some fun here. Oh, that was an interrupt. Wow. Interrupted out of that at the last possible moment. That's incredible. Suppose I should be using range attacks to trigger that rather than melee, whatever. Norse up here, but a few potions and... Wait. We're definitely not coming this way, Torval? Is there something nice here, or is this just an alternate route? I have a horrible feeling this was just an alternate route. Ah, I see. We could have avoided this Salamander battle by using that alternate route and then coming out the back here. But why would I want to do that? Given the choice between murdering something and not murdering something, I will murder something every single time.
Fuck. Is there no other way across?
Yeah, that looks like it might be dangerous. If only we had like an ice dominance or something to help us.
This is going to be close.
Let's not do that again.
No. Let's not.
Much rather do that as opposed to running through that. Given the choice, I'd much rather do that again. Lots of scorpions.
Perhaps not in length, but in numbers like these.
What? No. So Thunderstorm seems to only hit one target. That is consistent. The AoE can hit multiple. This thing. Saw it, tried to evade. It ended poorly. We're not out of combat yet? Really? Let's check over here. I've forgotten what I was going to say. Yeah, the bombs.
We are going this way.
Let's look for another path.
Obviously the bombs are fire elemental, and I'm using Cyclone and all of my fire attacks to good effect on those. I do wonder if there's such a thing as elemental bonuses against certain enemies. I haven't seen it come into play yet though. Or if it has been shown, I haven't noticed it. Like I assume, for example, when we get Shiva, because I assume we're going to get Shiva at some point. How did you do that? That's impressive, Doggo. I assume that once we get Shiva, maybe our damage output will be more effective against the bombs using the ranged magic here. So far, I haven't seen that come into effect in the game.
What the hell is that?
Something.
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
Something that's probably resistant to physical attacks based on the old games that I'm currently playing. Well, shut up, because I'm going to concentrate. Faraga! Get that shit out of here. Yeah, so it used Faraga. I used Cyclone to put it down. Now I'm using my Limit Break, which is fire. I'm doing a decent amount of fire damage, so I really don't know how elements work in this game, if indeed they do. Shit, again.
Let's try.
What's up? Ramu's up. Oh, come on. Got the limit break back already. Alright, you're not surviving that. How was that? Like its core just rolled away or something. Yeah, red moose, flans. On the old games, they're normally pretty resistant to physical, and you have to hit them with magic. Hello. That's clearly going to be better than what I'm using, right? It's not quite as good as the, whatever they were, drag skin or whatever we could craft back at the hideaway, but that is an improvement. It's been so long. Another Fafnir.
One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Why attack us? They're peaceful creatures.
Then this one must be the exception.
Oh, come on. That's much practice against you. I shouldn't be getting hit by that. Incense. Almost. There we go. Was that a team up on the grab that I did, or was that just happening at the same time? That was a team up, that was sick. Okay, so we get forced backwards, but that's not damaging us at all. Fire water? Damn. Probably took a hit or two there, it's fine. Just gotta go to town. Very nice.
What's it doing?
Nothing good.
It's doing an overdrive. We Final Fantasy X now.
Nice try.
Did not see that one. Or I saw it, but I didn't dodge it in time. Nice. Perfect timing. Okay, so Jill didn't do the same thing this time. Must have been Ren. Okay. Have to back out. Unless I can stagger it right now. Beautiful. Let's just blow everything we got. This won't kill it. What I'll do is I'll limit break once it starts. Another overdrive. See if I can dodge. Nope, didn't dodge it. Once again, an attempt was made.
Thanks, boy.
Ah, so close. So close to that perfect dodge. Get out of here. So close to that second Rook's Gambit landing. Got some experience points, I need to spend them. Gnarled Scale, that's new. Yeah, I've had too much practice against those, unfortunately.
You hurt?
Just hot. Thank you.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Hear, hear.
That sounds very ominous.
We'll enter the Comlec by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
See and have a chat with, or see and or kill? Is there anything useful I can do here? Let me do that. We can upgrade it again, and that's to master it. That gives us another... We'll find out in a moment. I'm using Wicked Wheel at the moment. What was this other one? Whatever it is, it's... Ooh, that's nice. Summon a tornado and... Yeah, okay, so if I was to refund one of these... I can pick up one of these. Cyclone and Will of the Wisps, which is actually an Efreet ability, are pretty useful, so I'll hold on to those. I might unlock this one and see what it's like. And what I'll do is I'll replace Wicked Wheel with this. Hang on to Rook's Gambit, because if I can get that working, that is huge. We'll test that one out and see what it's like. What about Ramu? I already mastered that one. Lightning Rod. Create a ball of lightning that upon being struck chains lightning to other nearby enemies. That might be more useful than Thunderstorm. I mean, Pile Drive is useful. I can see that's doing a ton of damage, but it's very much a very close range AoE effect. Oh, there's Judgment Bolt. I was wondering if that would turn up. Yeah, let's replace Thunderstorm with this. I want to test it out. Oh, it's cheap. It's really cheap, but that's an upgrade, not a master. Clive can follow up Lightning Rod with a Magic Burst. Ooh, so it's like a melee attack. You can follow up with Magic Burst immediately. Taunts can be used to lure enemies into attacking the ball. Excuse me? Pressing the execute button after placing the ball will cause the ball to move to Clive's new position. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's actually not something that you do with an enemy. Like, that video there just showed it next to an enemy, but you can place it further away. That looks too complicated for me. Screw that. Right, well, you know what? I might just upgrade Pile Drive. Increase hits and ability radius. Sounds good. So what I need to do now is swap Wicked Wheel out for Aerial Blast. Clearly Torgal can smell humans behind that door. Ah, you're in for the shock of your lives, fellas, when these two heavily armed dudes walk in. Are we going to have to murder them all?
Lady Marley, it's me. By the mother. Jill, it can't be. It is, my lady. We cannot talk here. Come with me.
Wonder if they're going to go and summon help.
I'm so glad you're safe.
And I you.
Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl?
It's been 5 years.
Or have you grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady, but I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, fiend! Clive, we have to get to the sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
My immediate thought is that the Patriarch is doing terrible things with young ladies. That's where my mind goes.
This way.
For Jill to have that reaction.
Lead straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness.
Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
As long as, you know, you get out immediately.
If you promise to do the same.
Okay, she's dead. As long as you get out immediately and escape those soldiers. This music.
Come on, Clive. We're nearly at the Comric.
All right.
We have another limit break bar. Is that the... Don't know if that's the core of the Mother Crystal we can see above Clive's head there. It could well be. I can see the sparkles coming off it. What was it? The Mother Crystal's heart, I think.
Here's our welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
Alright, let's test this out. Yeah, it's like an ultimate ability. Look at that juggle. I can't see shit. Oh my god, it's lasting forever as well. Wow. Okay, that has a very specific use, I think. At this time, I'm not sure what it is, but it has a very specific use. Someone survived that, wow. Good boy. Where are we headed, Torgal? What is this music? Yeah, that's gotta be in Mother Crystal's heart, surely. We've got some other pressing business first.
How many of them are there?
Fantastic. Oh, I dodged that. Come on. I can't read that. That's in a foreign language. It's like there were letters missing. Beautiful. Fortunately, I've got no abilities available apart from maybe wisps. So I really didn't get much damage there. Do that again. Instant stagger. Jesus. I should have done that sooner, but it's fine. Yeah, I can't see shit in here. This is not ideal. Taking damage when there's actually no need to take damage. I can't see shit. That definitely has a use. I think it's useful for like battles with a lot of ads. A large arena where you can fire it and then GTFO and just let it do its work. But in a battle like that, it is fairly useless. That gambit though, that was pretty much an instant stagger. I had a little bit of build up, but it took him down very quickly. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. So we'll just do that. Did I miss an entrance? I did. No, wait, that's where I came from. Yeah, there we go.
Clive, there's something I need you to know. I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons, and you must face yours.
Honestly, the only thing that comes to my mind when you say that are either torture or things involving children. Alright, looks like we have a lot of enemies up ahead, so I think I'll fire the tornado and see how we go. Assuming that this is not a boss battle. If it's a boss battle, then I'll change tack. Nothing hiding there. The Inner Sanctum. It's a bridge, similar to what we saw at Sambresk. Look at that. I could pull this off, I could just pluck them out one by one. And I've just staggered him, and I'm not going to get the grab, unfortunately. Not terribly useful, but useful. Just isolate you. Get you out of here. Is there any... Oh! Thought I dodged that. Don't think there's anyone else here, so let's get to work, I guess. I'll save the abilities. No point burning them now. Just save them for the next stagger. Too early. Way too early. Honestly, that ability of his, which I can't pronounce, doesn't seem that useful. It's very slow and very telegraphed, very easy to dodge. I have some of that. Specifically referring to people behind me, but do the stack and have some as well. Might as well. Alright, needs to get out of there. Is he gonna follow me out? He is. Try that again. Won't end well. Oh, come on! I reckon I'm hitting it on exactly the right frame. And that's too late. If you get it on the exact frame where it hits you, I don't think that's good enough. It's not like Bayonetta or maybe even DMC where you take the hit and then the counter kicks in and you get your health back and then the counter hits it. Grace of the Inferno, Will of the Wisps. That might actually be very useful. But again, I don't want to change my accessories. Could you not hear the commotion behind you? Well, I don't see any children yet. Okay, never mind. But if it's just like a blood sacrifice or whatever, that's okay. I mean, that's how the Xbox One came about. I assume they're children.
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
Not a chance.
For years I followed your orders, fought your wars, all to protect the children you took, just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Could be worse.
Their souls were sullied with the stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption. A penance paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster. And my soul is stained black. Though not by ether. But by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster no more. Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Is this how she became Shiva's dominance?
Bare its teeth at its master.
Through these acts of sacrifice?
Come then, dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me.
Kill them.
Let me play.
Now, right.
Or not. Hey, you. Are you causing the earthquakes? No, surely not. Joshua, what are you doing? Time and place. Wait. Who you? Alright, this is the part where we're going to get to absorb Shiva's powers, clearly. Clive, this is the part where you should probably summon Ifrit and help her out.
Ifrit? Come on. Remember how it felt?
So Torgal, you should probably get to a safe distance, just saying. Every time
Why can't I do it?
he's needed help. Throw your sword in them or something, Clive.
Just once.
She won't be able to hold that lava back forever. We'd better make this quick.
I probably shouldn't use abilities which have a delay like that, because that is going to get me killed. We're up against Liquid Flame. That was a boss in... which one was it? I want to say 4. Oh, Jesus. Let's cast that, Faraga. Alright, let's just get him to half stagger. Do that. I will use that and just use some of Rama's abilities. Again, can't see shit. It's doing decent chip damage, but it's coming at a... Oh, not good, not good. I'm out of range. No, I'm not. Okay, let's go. Let's just hit him with whatever we've got. That lava quality, holy shit.
Dummies.
That was some PS2 lava right there. Ooh, bum dust. Shiva's ultimate. Frame rate drop.
Go. All right. I won't take long.
This would be a lot easier if you could transform into a freak, Clive, just saying. Come on, I hit that. Didn't dodge that one though. I dodged that. There we go. Yeah, that's doing a shit ton of will damage. That took about a quarter of the bar. I think I got lucky with that stagger there, or that parry, but it's fine. Tower. I think I might have been stuck for a moment there. Oh shit. Nasty. It's not quite Melania, but it's close. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jesus. He's not a happy chappy. And I've actually got a counter attack here. That's gone. Flagrant Wyvern. Coel. Oh, it's changing into various creatures. Oh, I dodged that. I swear to dog I dodged that. Alright, going down. Not the right ability, but it's fine. Oh, out of range. Damn. Lovely miss. Terrible dodge. Fortunately, it wasn't quite charged. Otherwise, I would have gone for the gambits. There we go. Boom. It's close. Although knowing this thing, it's going to go into another phase or a cinematic. Again, thought I dodged that, but it's saying that I got hit. Just didn't take any damage from it due to the wisps. Liquid flame extinguished. Very nice. And we have a level up. Had to use 2 potions there. Not happy about that. Ooh, 2 liquid flames. Wonder if we can use those to improve our sword.
Jill!
Is this the part where you die and we have to absorb your powers?
I'm going to finish this, Clive.
Where the hell did that thing come from? The volcano? Was it an ally of the Patriarch?
Here. Use this.
Probably shouldn't swing that thing so close to a body, but whatever. Yeah, she might be spent. And if that's the case, then maybe we're going to absorb her power here, and maybe she's not going to make it out. And by maybe, I mean most probably. God, that lighting. Two down.
Are you watching, Sid?
Technically 3. 3 to go.
We're one step closer to freedom.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
Hands off her.
I do, Father. I have killed the monster! and become an outlaw.
Lovely.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
You are now officially a murderer, Jill.
It is.
Come join me on my conquest to murder everyone.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high.
Maybe she will make it out. Where's our doggo? Doggo's got the right idea. Get out of here.
Clive, look.
Hey, yeah, Liquid Flame came about due to that hooded man.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate.
I assumed it was Joshua.
Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed.
Speaking of... Is that Joshua? Surely it is. Surely. Why would we have multiple hooded MacGuffins? It's like a giant firework. She made it that.
My promise, now you keep yours.
Don't know where that is. Okay, maybe it wasn't you.
This way, Your Grace.
Is that a result of the crystal going down, or is that Ultima trying to get out?
You're bleeding.
I thought I recognised her.
I have a tonic which will...
Yeah.
I thank you for your kindness. Truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure.
We must be somewhere near that city in the Dalmatian Republic. Just cast Cure on yourself, Josh. You'll be fine.
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
You did?
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again.
Look at his chest.
But why now, after 5 years of silence?
Because we just took down a second crystal.
I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dalmatian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean
That's-
the Crown Prince of Sanbreque?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbreque included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice.
What was that?
As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question.
Me neither. That's way too deep for me.
Clive.
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dalmekian Trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yota.
Yota. Nice to have a name. Oh, he drank it. Okay. Is that a potion? 250 hit points or thereabouts? Guessing that is Waloed. Sitting next to a crystal. Haven't seen this city before. The Ministry of Law, the politicians.
Attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night.
Dang.
Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
He's at the table or sitting nearby.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sanbreque need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless.
Are they? I thought they had to move because
What of our wise rulers?
they weren't.
Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that the Emperor's?
Who's that with her?
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka?
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer. Ah, the looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation.
Okay, so she potentially wasn't working with him from the start. Oh, what game is being played here?
Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress.
Oh, okay, so
Your
hang on.
own dear Clive.
Wait.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies?
I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbreque in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
How do you propose to stop the war, though? And who is her son?
And all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts.
Who is the child?
There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sanbreque. And when your father goes to meet Great Griga, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image.
Does that mean
Soon.
you will inherit Bahamut? Or will you inherit Phoenix? So many cutscenes! Holy crap!
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
I was going to quit, but... yeah, let's just go to the infirmary, and then I'll take a look at these side quests tomorrow. Oh, we've got another one of these plus icons over here. But that's not connected to a vendor. At least it doesn't look like it's connected to a vendor. Maybe it is, and we just don't realize it yet. Yeah, let's go to the infirmary. And then if I can find a natural stopping point, I will. Although, I do want to have a quick chat to Blackthorn to see if...
Clive?
I'll ask about that tomorrow.
What's that for you, dear?
New sword. New sword, new sword, new sword. And it's a green sword. It's better than what we're currently using. Huh. Alright, so we can't forge something new out of the materials that we picked up, but we could forge a platinum sword if we wanted to. Out of the liquid flame. And yeah, given that we can use liquid flames to bring it up to +1, similar to crafting it here, that's crafting it, and that is reinforcing it, I imagine we can purchase that sword at Karen's Wares. And yeah, we can reinforce it pretty easily as well, and that's a pretty hefty increase. What about this stuff? We also have platinum bells, which is, surprisingly enough, it's better than what we're using, and we just picked up a good bells in the last mission. Holy shit. Huh, okay, so we can use liquid flames to create a platinum sword and a platinum bells. Fortunately, we do not need to create the platinum cannons. The platinum plates which adorn these wrist guards are less for defense than they are to warn any would-be attackers that the person they are about to assault has amassed enough of a fortune slaughtering enemies and claiming their gear that they no longer need to worry about frivolous things like protection. That is a great sentence. Yeah, look at this. It's actually reducing our defense. I wonder if that actually serves another purpose.
Is that it? Fine.
Yeah, let me go over and have a chat to whoever's at the infirmary. Probably Tarja and Jill. And then we'll call it there for this stream. I'd wave if I could, buddy, but I can't.
Our man in Dalamil mentioned the cookies guard haven't been seen there of late.
The calm before the storm, perhaps.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
I don't think we're anywhere close to 200.
Your benefactors are
We're
a
not.
generous lot.
I've done what I can, but the rest is up to you. You need to start taking better care of yourself.
Understood. And thank you.
The curse has spread. Make sure she rests.
Is she going to turn into a statue?
If it hurts, you can tell me, you know. I'll understand.
I can bear it.
The gloved hand.
But you shouldn't have to. Not anymore.
This isn't just your struggle, Clive. It's ours. And when we see how hard you fight, it inspires us to do the same. Or would you rather we left you to save the world all on your own?
No. That's not... Ignore me.
Clive, where are you?
Gav, you're the worst.
In here.
What's wrong?
Rosaria's under attack.
What?
Right, I'm sincerely hoping that we can put off saving Rosaria until we've done our side quests.
This isn't the Dalmekian army we're talking about. It's the men of the Rock from Drake's Fang. Hugo Kupka's private guard.
Fang. Dalmekian Republic.
There isn't hell in Rosalith. Trying to batter down the castle gates.
How did they get there?
Looking for me.
Seems that way. Reckon old Hugo has finally worked out who Sid really is.
Then this is just another trap.
Ah, it's a trap, all right. The daddy of all fucking traps.
I'm going to Rosalith.
You're not serious. That's exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Haven't you played a Final Fantasy game, Jill?
I don't know why Kupka harbors such a grudge against Sid. But as long as it's left to fester, our world will never know peace. He has dragged the rest of Storm into this pointless war just to find me. Besides which, I'm not about to stand and watch while my home gets ground into the dirt. Hugo Kupka must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already. I don't want to lose any more. So let's go and kill the bastard.
Sounds easy.
I'm coming too. After all, we're in this together.
All right. I should probably speak to Otto before leaving. We need to know what we're getting ourselves into.
It's easy. We're fighting Titan. And it's not going to end well. Do we still have the side quests? Yes. And I think we will... Yeah, this will all be locked out. No, it's not all locked out. Let me just make a save really quickly, just in case what I'm about to do locks me out. But plan for tomorrow is just going to be to do the side quests, and then we'll get back onto the crypt path. And I've also got to have a chat to a few people around here, Tomes in particular. And I really want to read the notes to see exactly what the Crystalline Republic or the Crystalline Dominion actually is. I thought it was like in the middle somewhere, but it sounds like it's closer towards Waloed or the Dalmekian Republic, perhaps.
Be ready to leave for Rosalith at a moment's notice.
Gov gave you the news then? We're leaving for Rosalith. But not before I know exactly what's going on. What have we heard?
All sorts. Nobody was expecting the Dalmex to open up a new front against the Empire, least of all our friends in the provinces. Reports have been rolling in from all over the place, with no two saying the same thing. I've been passing them on to Vivian, in the hope she can make sense of them. If you're set on going, you want to talk to her.
Understood.
Animation time!
Ah, if it isn't my favorite pupil. Let's see now, where did we leave? Well, this is a surprise. My lectures are rarely so well attended.
You know what they say? A little knowledge, can't hurt?
We're going to Rosalith to deal with Kupka. What's the situation there?
Whoa there, Lord Rossfield. I'm sure you're champing at the bit to return to your roost. But to fully understand the present situation, one must first understand how it came to be. Let us begin with the story of Hugo Kupka, or the permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian government, to give him his formal title.
Economic advisor, come on now.
Founded on commerce, there could hardly be a more influential position. It has granted him both extraordinary wealth and extraordinary power. Not that he ever wanted for the latter. Being Titan's dominant, he is also Dalmekia's last line of defense. A fact he has used to his considerable advantage.
Yep, they owe him.
Why, he was even able to pry Drake's Fang, one of the pillars of the Republic, from Parliament's grip. And he was quick to buy the loyalty of the Fang's protectors. Today they are his faithful creatures, a private army in all but name. The self-same army that marches upon Rosarian soil as we speak. By which I mean, Imperial soil, not that you need reminding of the fact. Suffice it to say, the Empire's attentions are elsewhere at present, deadlocked as it is with Dhalmekia over its occupation of the Crystalline Dominion.
Okay, it's that middle area there.
Legions are now gathered. Scarcely a handful of garrisons remain to secure its western provinces, and half of them left after the fall of Drake's breath. With the threat of the Ironblood thus diminished, they had little cause to fear a maritime invasion. And so today, only a token force guards the former duchy's shores, as Kupka was quick to descry. He landed his troops on the Rosarian coast without encountering so much as a single ship. All for you, Clive. He wants your head. And so he and his men advance upon Rosalith, not to capture the province, but to draw you out.
You said Kupka's forces sailed up the coast. What of Port Isolde, then? Is the city safe?
Quite, according to the Guardians of the Flame. The Dhalmekian fleet floated by without incident. But not without remark. When they learned Kupka's forces were making for Rosalith, our friends were quick to begin arranging the exodus of her citizens. And so the stage will soon be set for your heroic homecoming. Alas, it will be a more trying task to enter the capital than it was to leave it. Hugo's men hold Buett Bridge, despite the Imperials' repeated attempts to wrest it back from their grasp. And they were careful not to repeat the Empire's mistake in neglecting their coastal defenses. The seas around Rosalith are firmly under Dhalmekian control. So tell me, pupil mine, what do you believe to be the best route to Rosalith?
Walk there, murder everything.
The north. We cross the northern border near Phoenix Gate. Then take the road through Stillwind down to the capital. Hardly the quickest route, but at least we won't be spotted.
A little local knowledge goes a long way. And so must you.
We'd best get a move on then.
Oh, will you be going too?
Aye. I've been waiting a long time to give that fucker a taste of his own medicine. I would have missed this for the world.
All right. We should be on our way.
Lead on.
Everywhere is not locked out, and yeah, we're not going to get the journey from Phoenix Gate to Rosalith. We're just going to turn up here straight away. Yeah, that's where I'm going to leave this particular stream. We've got a couple of side quests to do at the hideout, or the hideaway rather, and there's a few things that I want to look at in there in my own time. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. We'll just be going here, doing the side quests, and then we'll hopefully pay Hugo a visit and kill him. Murder him. Whatever. One of the two. But yeah, that will do it for today.